Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Lewis. Welcome back to the Lewis Basketball Network, and I am back once again with another banger with you, another video. Like, subscribe, notification bell, man. Let's get right into this. So, on FS1, Shannon Sharpe is shocked that NBA players voted LeBron James far behind Michael Jordan in terms of the GOAT status. And once again, we are having another debate on the GOAT status as to who is the greatest player of all time. And it's sickening how Shannon, a proud member of the 3-6 Mafia, just refuses to acknowledge that LeBron, as good as LeBron is, he is nowhere near the status of Michael Jordan, and he never will be. But Shannon keeps finding these falsified narratives that somehow Michael Jordan is, he's such a myth, and that Michael Jordan, as good as he is like, we have never seen what LeBron James has done. I'm going to say it again. LeBron James, as great as he is nowhere ever going to be near the level that Michael Jordan has. Never, 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 ever. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, because I will be making a video as to who had the more tougher competition in their playing career, MJ, Kobe, or LeBron. So stay very tuned for that as I try to put the pieces together to make sure that I'm coming with the facts, because that's what I do on this channel, man. I provide the facts. And YouTube is on some crazy ish right now. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man, like lately, but it's just been having a lot of problems. It's like I lose a subscriber one day, I gain it back, I lose it, I gain it back. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like YouTube is having it out for certain people out there in the YouTube world. But that is not going to stop me from continuing to make YouTube videos and continuing to put in that hustle, continue to grind, and continue to provide you guys, man, with the with the knowledgeable content that I always try to give you guys. As always, I am not always knowing, but I do know my game of basketball, and I know you guys do too. For the guys who, like I said, who have been there with me since day one, man, truly appreciate y'all. But onto this video. So Shannon and Undisputed, they're gonna talk pretty much about this whole voting poll, which is nonsense. It's like we've gone through videos and videos of why Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James as an individual player, and like we continue to use off the court stuff for LeBron James as to say why he should be better than Michael Jordan, but it's like it doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't off court doesn't count for on court. Like you just can't make polar opposites all of a sudden attract. In this case, that's the why you make a case of why LeBron is better than Michael. We're talking about on court accomplishments, and when it comes to on court, I'm sorry, that brother's not. He's nowhere near his galaxy. He's not. He's just not. But anyway, they're just going to talk about it, and I'm basically just going to give my thoughts on it.
Second with about 12% of the vote. Kobe was third.
12%?
Yeah,
What?
12%. Yes, Kobe in third with.
So as Jenny Taft is talking about with the voting polls, Michael Jordan got 73% of the vote from players as to why he's the greatest of all time. LeBron got 12%, and Skip is kind of trolling right there when he's saying 12%, and Kobe, to Shannon Sharpe's surprise, because he was so shocked, got 11%, 10 or 11%, but that Michael Jordan had a 58% advantage. Now, I know why it's obvious why he got a 58% advantage, but Shannon Sharpe doesn't know it, and he's getting so sick and tired of it that he's going to go off, and he's going to detonate for his boo, as usual. So let's hop right back into this video.
About 10%. Shannon.
10.
Are you going to have to
Do
burn
I
it now?
even need to ask?
Is it
Oh my goodness, look at this mofo with that deflated ghost mask with the purple headband right on top in between the damn horns. I'm surprised he didn't put that on his head. He should have put it on his head to see how embarrassing he looks.
What color's the headband? Did Jordan ever wear purple?
Like it really matters, man. He was a very proud member of wearing the red, white, and black. Won 6 championships with me. So what? So what if he didn't wear the purple?
Know who GOAT man is? Kobe? Stop.
I think Skip's both facts on that. Goat man is Kobe. I mean, he did play 20 years. Shannon making it seem like if one season, if LeBron's the greatest, arguably the greatest Laker ever, even though we all know that's not true. Yeah, Shannon wants to act out here talking about saying that Kobe ain't better than LeBron when LeBron has only played 1 season. And his first season missed 27 games. So try again, Shannon.
Oh.
Kobe.
Are you surprised by this, Shannon?
No, because they be hating on Bron. They know it.
Today's players are hating on LeBron James? I don't think so.
Okay, let me be Rich Paul right now. When LeBron said he was the greatest of all time, and now Shannon. Now, am I surprised? No, because they be hating on bro. Like, bro, not this again, man. Like, really, though?
How about this? I think it's very, very hard for a player that you're currently playing against and you call him the GOAT. I just think that's hard. And also, what's that play, Skip? All these guys grew up watching Michael, grew up wanting it. If you had that shoe, you were king. They all wanted that shoe.
I just love how Shannon just points to the shoe. It's more than the shoe, okay? It's more than that. Okay? It's like, if you see Michael Jordan play live, it goes deeper than the shoe. Having the shoe is just an added mantra to what already was greatness that you saw on the game of basketball. Like, if you had the shoe, I agree with Shannon in terms of what he's saying, in terms of, like, if you had the shoe, you kind of felt godly. Yes. But if you saw Michael Jordan live, you understand why many of his peers consider him the greatest player of all time. So Shannon, it goes much deeper than the shoes, man. So you can't just use that, you can't use that myth.
A lot of these guys still wear the shoe. A lot of these guys signed with Nike because of Michael Jordan. But
you see, that just refutes my point. That just basically makes my point in terms of what impact Michael had on Nike as a brand. People are wearing the shoes because of him. So he's doing something that LeBron is never going to touch. So that's why it kills that point already, because he's doing something that LeBron is never going to accomplish. Okay? People are touching Jordan shoes because of what Jordan made Nike. It wasn't Nike made the presentation to bring Michael to Nike, but Michael made that brand. Let's get that clear.
These guys know what Nike is because of Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
So, you know what, Skip? Am I surprised? I am not surprised in the least, because as I laid out, Skip, you understand, it's hard. I mean, look, you do what you do, Skip. You've been doing this thing for a long time. Ain't nobody gonna give you the credit you deserve because you currently do it. Now, once you move away from it. Old Skip Bayless, he started that debate thing. Then they're gonna give you the credit because they won't view you no longer as a contemporary.
When I'm gone, they're gonna throw parades. It's over.
No parades.
You know what? See.
No.
Like the old saying, man, you don't appreciate something until it's gone. And people are saying, we're gonna miss LeBron. Kobe retired. I mean, so many people have missed him. So. I mean, with Skip Bayless, we can say what we want about Skip. I mean, Skip is a clown. Skip doesn't know what he's talking about. You guys do realize as well that these guys find a way, that Skip and Shannon are the yin to the yang, pretty much. And the thing is, Skip has found a way to praise LeBron, even when he keeps, as the LeBron fanboys like to say, Skip is always hating. He's giving him his credit too. Like, they only just look at the hate side. That's the problem. LeBron fanboys never look at two sides of the coin. Two different, multiple perspectives. They only look at the narrow-minded perspective, and that's through the lens of hate. When they don't realize that he gets as much love as he does hate. So it balances out.
Every time I turn around, I try to give you a little praise.
You did. That was nice of you.
That was nice.
And players love scoring. They love flash. They love pizzazz. Look at Kobe. Kobe got one regular season MVP. Will Chamberlain got no votes. He got 4. Larry Bird got 3 consecutive. He got none. Kevin Durant got a vote.
Wait, did you notice that?
1%.
My guy Kevin Durant got a vote.
I wonder who.
Hold on. They should have said you're not allowed to vote for yourself. Let me stop. Because KD get.
So basically, what you're saying, Shannon, is KD used his own burner account to vote for himself. Wonder what KD got to say about that.
KD did not vote for himself. I was just making slight of that. I do not believe.
Or maybe you were just saying that because, remember, you said that Kevin Durant doesn't get the same love as Steph Curry, and he responded to you ignorance. And now you come back and then you want to say, well, KD voted for himself. So Shannon throwing more subliminal shots on KD's way, man. That double S.
KD, I do not believe you voted for yourself. I think
KD, he wants you to come to.
So why Shannon looking at the camera? And now Shannon trying to justify what he just said, right? Like, I didn't see that coming. That little smile of his, man.
That could be a possibility. Yeah, I'm going to be a part of the recruitment team. perceived toxicity that everybody keeps harping around. You see what happened, blah, blah, blah. But
The perceived toxicity has been facts from day one, man. It's like, what is there to refute, Shannon? KD is talking exactly what he's been saying all along. The toxicity that exists within the liberal sports media world, the mainstream media, exists from you guys, the Levengers. The Levengers assemble from the members of the La 3-6 Mafia. So when KD made that toxicity comment, it was pretty much endgame for y'all, man.
we know who the GOAT man is.
That would be Michael Jordan.
Shannon Sharpe, I love you, man, but you are fighting a losing battle here, and this is proof positive.
As we always say, the proof is in this pudding. Skip is exactly right. Shannon continues, and the 3-6 Mafia continue to fight battles that they know they can't win, but they think that in their mind they believe that they can win. It's like basically saying to themselves, I still believe that LeBron is the greatest of all time, even though he's never really going to touch Michael Jordan. You see, now they're going to get into this whole thing about, you already know, a little bit of competition here and there as to why that LeBron is pretty much better, but in terms of what Shannon's going to say. But, let's hear what Skip has to say on this matter, even though we always have to hear the constant repeats. I just find it entertaining, so I enjoy it.
Game over for LeBron James, the king, the phony GOAT.
Stop saying that.
Woo! Skip with the troll right there, man. Man, Skip took a Twitter shot and threw it right in Shannon's face. The phony GOAT. LeBron is a GOAT, but in terms of the GOAT, yeah. Phony at the highest levels, man.
The phony GOAT.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
It was very telling that the writer of this piece, Sam Amick, wrote, it's telling that today's players still see such a monumental gap between his airness and King James. A monumental gap. Really?
He's still playing.
Jordan, according to the vast majority of players we talk to, has no...
But let me get this straight, man. It's amazing how LeBron is still playing and he's still chasing. He's still chasing. Michael Jordan has retired he's been retired for almost 16 seasons, and LeBron is still chasing in year 16 by the time he came into the NBA. So even if we talk about how LeBron has played 13,000 more minutes than Michael Jordan, it's still telltale because all it tells you is that Michael Jordan accomplished so much in so little time, and LeBron is still trying to catch up to Michael. Yet you hear his fans talk about, oh, but LeBron came out of high school and Michael Jordan went to 3 years of college. So what? Michael actually learned to play in a system and play in a team game. I mean, so now you're going to get on Michael Jordan because he played 3 years in college? Like, what kind of idiotic nonsense is that?
Real threats to his throne. Wow. Conclusion. Ball game. Sorry. I'm
Game, set, match.
trying to explain this to you for years now, and you won't listen.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Skip, you're not going to get through an apologist who, again, is a prisoner of his own ego, of his own comments, to honestly think that LeBron is greater. Like I said, he is subservient to LeBron's camp in Shannon Sharpe. So that's why no matter what Skip says, no matter what you say, Skip, Shannon is always going to defend LeBron no matter what. He will continue to make cases as to why LeBron is much better than Kobe and should be head and shoulders above Michael Jordan. And with the way that Shannon talks about Michael Jordan, you would have thought that Michael didn't invite him to one of his birthday parties in the club. You would have thought that Michael had sex with his ex-wife, something just got him picked off. Or, Michael, when they were kids, Shannon was picked last on the team, or he thought he was going to get picked for Michael. Michael decided not to pick him because he thought Michael in his mind thought that he sucked. Who knows, man?
Yeah, and stop saying that. He's not. I'm just trying to figure out, how does Kareem and Wilt and Bird, they get no love?
Kareem got a little love.
Look, Skip, the man got more MVPs than Michael.
Okay.
More points than Michael.
73% to 12%. And by the way, I was a little surprised Kobe got 11%.
Yes.
Okay, so he's close.
Because of the flare. Because if you think about it, Skip, one MVP, name a player in another sport that's won one regular season MVP that's in the discussion for GOAT in their particular sport.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Shannon in one kind of has a point somewhat. But once again, it's the two famous words that I've constantly used in many videos. We always keep looking at stats instead of the eye test. And those are the two famous words that we always have to use when we critique a player. Eye test. Okay? It's not just what you accomplish, man. Like I said, what got you into accomplishing these numbers? Like, we got to go deep. And the problem with the 3-6 Mafia is they never tend to do their research. They just go off of outliers on the outside. You know, they look at the outline instead of looking into the essay. So that's what they try to do. And that's when they like to choose and they like to nitpick. That's where the nitpicking comes from when they do that. So, you know, that's what that is. But, you know, I know Shannon is trying to make a cases for Kareem and all this kind of stuff. And I get all that. Okay. But the poll was with Michael and LeBron. And Kobe got his mention too. So if the poll was with all those guys, then I could understand Shannon's point. But it's between those three players. So Shannon's trying to excuse that as another reason to say not only is LeBron better, but that why is it that Michael's getting all this treatment when, you know, and that Kobe shouldn't even be in the discussion. So in other words, Shannon pretty much took shots at KD and Kobe on the same topic in the same show.
If Usain Bolt had won one gold medal, would he have been considered the greatest sprinter of all time? Absolutely not. If Michael Phelps had one gold medal, no.
Okay? So here's where your argument lost me about how...
Finding the perfect tire is like finding the perfect pair of shoes. We're not just here to sell you tires. We're going to sell you the right tire.
How many of today's players grew up loving Michael Jordan?
Yes.
I don't think that many grew up loving Michael Jordan. Let's just go today's younger players.
Yes.
The oldest young player right now to me is the apple of your eye, Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was born in
One of LeBron's puppets. 2 for 20. You know, went on LeBron's show and said he needs to be in control of his destiny, control of his situation, control of his brand. And it's still stuck in New Orleans. Was born in 93. Of course he's going to idolize LeBron. All these guys that were born anywhere from 93 above all mostly grew up watching LeBron, because by the time that Michael Jordan retired, we're talking about kids that were anywhere from 4 to 6 years old. So, not even, we would say 2 to 6 years old, man. So we're talking, a lot of guys really didn't see Michael Jordan play or really paid attention to Michael or even got into basketball until probably in their later years. So of course they didn't get to see Michael. So Skip is on to something.
1993.
Yes.
That means that by the time he was 5 years old and just becoming aware of the NBA, 5-ish, 4-ish, I don't know.
He voted for Bron,
Okay.
but okay, go ahead.
He probably did vote for Bron. I would agree with that. But by the time he's...
So Shannon really thinks that that's really going to help him in this case. Of course he's going to vote because that's who we idolized growing up. Shannon thinks that laughing so hard because he voted for his favorite player makes it seem like if that's going to change the poll. So he voted for his favorite player. LeBron still got 12% at the end of the day. When we talk about all-time NBA records, Michael Jordan has a plus 211 advantage. So no matter what they try to pick up, he's nowhere close to MJ. Nowhere close. And that's not me being biased. It's not being a fanboy. It's like the facts and the research and the stats, they're all there.
5 years old, Michael is done with his Bulls run, and he is out of sight, out of mind for 3 years.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Can you tell the people at home where was Anthony Davis born? Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And guess what his baby pen was dressed up in? Chicago Bulls. And he had on baby Michael Jordan shoes and a baby Michael Jordan bib.
Okay. Then let's go to Giannis. He was born...
What was the point? What was the point of that? Remember, bib, baby, he's not going to remember that. And that he grew up idolizing LeBron, because it's like once these guys start watching basketball, it's who are they currently watching. It wasn't the past, unless their parents put them and start watching YouTube highlights or they did that on their own to realize who's better. They're going to gravitate to who they watch at the time that they're cognizant enough to know who was their favorite player growing up, and it's going to be LeBron James. So, like, Shannon made absolutely no sense whatsoever with that.
In 1994. You think he grew up loving Michael Jordan? Because by the time he was aware of the NBA in Greece, that Michael's in his Washington years, which were kind of eyesores.
I mean,
but
and Giannis probably voted for Bron. He probably made Bron.
Thank you, sir.
Embiid, 1994. Karl Anthony Towns, 1995. We're going to keep going young. Jason Tatum, 1998. He was born the year Michael finished his career, basically.
He also took a picture with LeBron when he was 12 years old. His favorite player growing up was Michael Jordan. I mean, not Michael Jordan, sorry, LeBron James. And Jason Tatum was also a Kobe fan. Let's also forget that Kobe was in that era too, guys. Kobe came before LeBron, so there's going to be guys who like Kobe too, not just LeBron James.
Okay? Then Ben Simmons, 96. Kyle Kuzma, 95. Lonzo, 97. Lonzo didn't grow up loving Michael Jordan.
Let me ask you a question, Skip. If I go hold up a red and black Nike shoe and I ask NBA player, what is this? What do you think they're going to tell me?
Okay, but do they associate with how great the player was
Of
or
course.
just the shoe?
It's
an iconic shoe,
Skip.
maybe more than it's an iconic player in their eyes.
I mean, if you think...
Once again, Skip speaks facts. They're going to look at the shoe more than the player. He's absolutely right. Most of these kids are not really going to watch Michael Jordan at the time that they were young kids. They're just not. Skip is speaking 100% truth. But once again, the balls that are clapping on Shannon's chin with LeBron's nuts in his mouth would not never understand that. Because no matter how much Skip you talk, he's too hypnotized, man. He's in the Twilight Zone. So you're not going to get through his damn head no matter what.
About it, there are only a handful of players that got signature shoes for Nike. He was really the first. He's
really the only.
Stop it.
No, come on.
LeBron.
Oh, come on.
LeBron 16, them
please,
things like that.
Listen, LeBron's shoes, I've never really been a fan of, and if you like LeBron's shoes, that's fine. Like, when it came to LeBron's shoes, I was a big fan of his Zoom Generations. I love those. Those are actually my favorite shoe. I love his LeBron 3s. I'm not a fan of all his other shoes. The Zoom Soldiers are actually good, so I like those. But his 15s and 16s are the ones that have been actually getting more attention in terms of the shoes to buy. Some of these other ones, though, like, I'm not a fan of the shoes. I mean, they were more suitable for him. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Like, there's people who are gonna like Bron shoes, like, out there. But like I said, his shoes are never always sought out like Jordan shoes. Every time Jordan shoes come out, people kill each other for them shoes. Lines stack up. Every time you go to a sneaker app, they're always sold out. Or there's always an error when you're trying to purchase like the top level shoe for the damn year. It's nuts. I'm telling you, like I said, Jordan owns the market, Shannon. Now, with Skip saying the only, far-fetched, it's a stretch, but definitely was the first. So Shannon is right about that.
They like that. I like them Kyrie's too.
Okay, well, that's a whole nother issue.
But that's what...
Yo, them Kyrie's are nice, man. I love his 4s and I love his 3s. Like, they're my two favorites. Definitely love, yo, get yourself a pair of Kyrie's, man. I love those Kyrie's, man. I got his NBA Finals Kyrie 3s, man. I love the detailing on the shoe. The thing is, it is white, but it's like, I love the herringbone traction on the bottom. Yo, that shoe is fire. That's a summer shoe right there, and that looks dope as.
But I'm saying, though, Skip, see, it's hard to separate Michael Jordan, the basketball player, from Michael Jordan, the brand guy. The shoes, the Space Jams, because he set the platform. So it's hard for you to surpass the...
But that's the point, Shannon. That's what you're failing to understand. It wasn't that he was just individually great, but he was so marketable. He was marketed so well that it's going to be hard to surpass him. Okay? That's what you need to understand. And it's like you're not fathoming what you're saying. It's like you're speaking the truth, but it's like you can't even see it. You're too blind to see your own truth. That's the problem, Shannon.
Master, no matter what you do.
All these young players I just listed in birthday.
Which is why you should quit now, but I know you're not going to quit. You're just going to keep talking no matter what.
Dates, birthday years. Do you realize they all grew up as their idol being the new 23, LeBron James?
The real.
You know it, and I know
real
it.
23.
He's not he's the phony guy.
Don't do this.
No, Skip is right. He's the phony goat. I mean, people talking about Kobe emulated MJ, but Kobe never wore his number. I mean, yeah, he could, he patterned his game after Michael mostly, but LeBron James is the one coming into the league wearing 23. So yeah, he's the phony 23. That's right. He's the poor man's 23. So let's get that out the way.
Skip, stop saying that.
The point is,
Don't do that, Skip.
And there's the way I see the kids go on the internet today, they're going to embrace their own. They're going to promote their own. So I'm shocked. If you had asked me yesterday, how does this turn out? I said, oh, LeBron wins that because too many young players.
No.
Yeah.
And think about it, Skip. All these kids named, they've been named Jordan. They don't say Michael Jordan. Cheryl Swoops named their son Jordan. Called him up. Can you mind if I name my son after you? Because that's what.
God, now this dude is going as far as now parents naming their kids for using the last name as a first name. Like, come on, man. Yo, this guy is reaching on so many levels. Once again, Shannon Sharpe, you are embarrassing yourself, man, to the fullest.
We going through, Skip, that the phenom, it was unbelievable.
Okay, but that's Cheryl Swoops. She's not a young lady.
No. I'm saying is that the phenomenon behind Michael Jordan, Skip, we've never seen anything like this. Oh, the only thing.
So why are you still sitting here trying to preach that LeBron James is the GOAT if we've never seen a phenomenon like Michael Jordan? You see, once again, that you caught yourself in another damn lie, Shannon. We've never seen anything like Michael Jordan. And it's like now you're still trying to say that LeBron James is the GOAT.
Comparable is Tiger Woods in his apex. Now, you know how Tiger was in 97 until they had that run to 2002.
This is the greatest run of golf that will probably ever be played.
And no question, in that run, Tiger Woods was the Michael Jordan of golf. I mean, yo, the shots that he was hitting were just simply incredible, man. It's like, it was breathtaking to watch. But let me just be real. I don't watch golf.
Agree.
It's the only thing that
It's also been
close.
14 years since he won a Masters, which is incomprehensible to me. But go ahead, since we're on
So
Masters.
that's the only thing that's
It's incomprehensible because it's got nothing to do with the damn topic. Shannon is trying to reach so many different ways, so many different outlets to try to make a case for LeBron James. That's what he's doing. And he's failing because he keeps mentioning truth every time he tries to make a rebuttal or a refute.
that was comparable to what Michael.
Okay.
What Michael has been able to sustain, Skip.
Yeah.
Because normally when the player retired, they didn't make any more shoes. Michael Jordan made more shoes, more money off shoes than when he played.
Okay. Shannon, I just think today's players are so enlightened. They're so media savvy that they just get it. And that's why this was 73%, because they get 6 championships with 6 finals.
If there were any other way to do this, I would. One day you'll understand and you'll forgive.
MVP 6-0. They get 10 scoring titles to 1 scoring title for LeBron. They get all defense, first team 9-6 over LeBron. They get a defensive player of the year in Michael Jordan. He led the league in steals 3 times. LeBron doesn't do that. It's even 5-4 in just MVPs alone. I'm sorry, Shannon, you lost. It was a good try.
Yo, Shannon's face when you tell him the truth. And if I wanted to, I would go even deeper than that. You don't want me to go there because if I go there, LeBron will be walking on air.
And I admire your loyalty to your guy. I don't get it, but I admire it.
First of all, LeBron.
Well, Skip, let's be clear. I mean, the loyalty that Shannon gives to to LeBron James is the same loyalty you give to MJ. So let's keep it 100, bro. Come on, man.
James again led the team, points, rebound, assists, and steals. He did that again. The man has played 16 straight years. And
Oh, man. Shannon. Once again with the XYZ, selective truth, overrated stats. Once again. He tried it again. I'm going to say this again, ladies and gentlemen. Did those stats have any impact in the Lakers winning games? When he missed 18 games, was he the only one out? I'll wait. Since Shannon loves to do this a lot, I'm going to do it too. When the Lakers were in 4th place, weren't the Clippers the 1 seed? Weren't the Grizzlies the 2 seed? Weren't the Rockets 14th? And I remember the San Antonio Spurs being out of the playoffs. As a matter of fact, the Nuggets were, I believe, 9th place, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the ladder here nor there. Points, rebounds, assists, and steals. LeBron dominates the ball, Shannon.
led the team in points and assists every single year. Nobody else can say that. Now, who do you think is going to break
Because of the LeBron James system.
that record?
How about 10 scoring titles to 1?
Which you keep saying that LeBron is a much better scorer than Michael Jordan, but I will also say this also. Michael Jordan is the only player in NBA history with 4 consecutive 30-point per game seasons with a net player efficiency rating, PER, of over 30. The only player to do it in 4 consecutive seasons. Will Chamberlain did it 3 different times, or I believe 3 consecutive times. And this was the issue that I had with the whole, James Harden thing in terms of the PER, but I kind of went overboard with that aspect because I was looking at it from the aspect of, I thought it was like he was the only one who had never done it, but no, it was with players who had their highest scoring seasons of never having a net efficiency rating of at least 30, while averaging 30 points a game, or at least like anywhere having it, with their highest scoring season. So, try to go over, but Shannon, like Skip said, you lost, bro.
He's not a scorer, but he passed it. How does a scorer pass Michael Jordan in scoring? How is that possible?
Well, here's another thing. How is it that you keep saying that LeBron's not a scorer, but LeBron is 4th all time in points made? Liar, liar, pants on fire. You got caught, Shannon. You see? It's like, I see this nonsense. Oh, LeBron is a pass first guy, but he's 4th all time in points scored. So you got caught in your own lie, Shannon. Once again, Detective Lou is on the case.
I don't know. How does 3 and 6 work for the GOAT? 3 and 6 in finals?
That's a very good question, Skip. How is it that you lost 67% of your finals, but you're the GOAT somehow?
But here's
It's just, you're disqualified.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Ooh. I said the same damn thing.
Why did Michael Jordan only get to 6 NBA finals if he played 14 years?
Well, that's the same thing as you could say that how come LeBron James went to 9 finals in 16 years? And if Michael Jordan went to 6 and 14, why is he 6-0 with 6 finals MVPs? Whereas LeBron James went to 9 finals in 16 years, but only has 3 championships. Answer that question, Shannon.
What are you talking about? He got to,
Let me see.
he got to 6 finals in Chicago.
Okay, let me see. Let me try this again.
Shannon, you're looking stupid.
Michael Jordan played 14 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He only went to 6 NBA finals. I'm trying to figure out if he's this GOAT figure, this mythical, godlike figure. Why did he only go to 6 in 14 years? Why not every single year?
So then my question is, if LeBron is the greatest of all time over Michael Jordan, why does he only have 3 championships in 16 years with a 3 and 6 finals record, Shannon? But yet you guys keep treating LeBron as a mythical god and that he's the greatest every time he says something, spews something out of his mouth, and you Levengers are ready to defend him. Answer that question, Shannon, but you won't be able to, because if I was there and looking at you dead in the eye, you would be clueless looking at with this face, because I spit you with some truth. So yeah, we could talk about how Jordan was 1-9 without Pippen. We could talk about how Jordan was knocked off 3 straight years. We could talk about that. The question is, did he go to another team? Or did he take his lumps, played with one All-Star his whole career, and won 6 championships with him? And here's another thing. I love how LeBron tards or LeBron stands love to go, Michael Jordan beat the Pistons when they were old. I'm sorry, but Isaiah Thomas was 29 years old, Joe Dumars was 29 years old, and Rodman was 30. No, Dumars was 27. In other words, Michael Jordan beat 3 Pistons in the prime of their careers, because those are prime players, and they just came off back-to-back titles. Now, I understand that going through the Eastern Conference Finals for 5 straight years is going to take a toll on the body with 82-game seasons, but he didn't beat the Pistons when they're old. And this is the logic of LeBron stands. In 1991, when they beat Rodman at 30 years old, the Pistons were old. They get Dennis Rodman and they win 3 championships. He wins 3 championships with Michael and Scottie. Oh, that's not fair. Michael had Dennis Rodman at 37 years old and won 3 championships. Exposed again.
His problem was he played in the tougher conference. The East was the beast.
But he's GOAT.
Okay?
Do you know what a GOAT?
He rose.
Well, Skip just said he played in a tougher conference than LeBron did. But he's GOAT. Shannon, that's why LeBron is not the GOAT. You use LeBron faced 2 teams a combined 7 times. What competition is he really facing? Because then on top of that, if LeBron has such a high basketball IQ, why does he keep running into the same problem? And you have to make excuses for him. Once again, answer that question.
Above it. After he broke through, he just kept going.
Michael took his lumps with what he had, and he rose above it. Which is why I'm going to make the video on the competition. Stay tuned for that.
I don't know if you ever know. Skip, you ain't
If he hadn't been forced to take 2 years off, he would have gone to 8 straight.
I don't know.
And he would have had 8 straight finals MVPs. That's how great he was.
Being on the farm, I know a thing or two about goats, Jenny.
In terms of hold the 94-95 seasons, I'm not too sure about that.
We had a big one. And he was the...
We're not talking about real goats. We're talking about
That's
greatest
real
of all time.
If your real goat is the
Once again, Shannon tried to change the topic when he got caught.
goat, and he didn't like anybody on that old bus. If another goat jumped up there, pop, but off they went. So if Michael Jordan was the GOAT, he should have been knocking Larry Bird off that throne. That's what he should have been doing. He should have been
Once again, I'm going to make the video and make Shannon look stupid once again refute the facts. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I know that documentary's coming out, but this is going to be, I'm going to call this a prequel to, what this is going to be. I can't wait to show y'all how I'm going to expose a lot of these media pundits.
in the Pistons before they got old.
Did you have any baby?
Before they got old. What did I just say? Dennis Rodman was 30 years old. That's considered the prime of your career, but they got old, right? But then he wins 3 championships with Rodman at 37 years old. Oh, but that's not fair. They got Dennis Rodman. Damn near 40.
Goats on your...
Yeah, we had some of them too.
Okay.
I mean, someone's got to step up for the next goat.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I would like to talk to all the guys 94 on. I think you bring up a good point on who they looked up to, who they were used to looking up to, but it was the people around them because, I don't know, my brother...
I don't care what nobody say. I can't say you to go if I'm playing against you.
I think it's...
If I'm playing with you, though, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
It's the perspective
The
part.
kids today think life started on this planet.
They think it started in 1984.
No.
That mean we're old guys? I don't know.
LeBron had average 75 points a season, but his shoe ain't selling like Michael Jordan. What that got to do with anything?
No one said that.
That's
No
what
one
you
said
said.
that. You're just making that up because you're losing.
You see, Shannon makes stuff up when he knows he lost the argument. That's what he does. He honestly thinks screaming at the top of his lungs makes him right when it's like he just looks more foolish. Look, Shannon.
It's okay.
You enjoy...
So anyway, that was my video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, man, I appreciate you guys for always taking the time to watch my videos, man. As always, bless up, one love, peace. Thanks for watching.